WellCare decided for their 100,000 plus agents that they are no longer going to pay not only new commission for the 2025 PDP plans, but any existing business that you have with them on the PDP side of it, they are not paying renewals. Hot topic of the past week, WellCare. What the hell? What the heck's going on? I mean, I've been doing this now for 16 years. I have owned a lead insurance partner September. So here in a few days, it'll be 10 years. I've been in the Medicare industry for 16 years. And I've never seen a carrier do something like this before. Definitely with as many clients, we're talking millions of clients and probably over 100,000 licensed RTS agents, over 100,000 agents, and we're talking billions of policies, on the book. So nothing this big I've never seen in the industry of doing it this long. And does this set, new standards for other carriers to possibly do this? So I just want to touch on it a little bit and kind of let you guys know what I think about it. Just from a high level, do I think this came from the Inflation Reduction Act? Yes. Do I feel like Centene's been planning on doing this for a while now? I also think yes. I said something whenever they came out with the zero premium plan this time, last year, when it came out, was what are they doing? What are they thinking? There's something behind it. I said it. You can ask my team. I've said it to a lot of peers in the industry. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. So recap, WellCare decided for their 100,000 plus agents that they are no longer going to pay not only new commission for the 2025 PDP plans, but any existing business that you have with them on the PDP side of it, they are not paying renewals. Guys, just for us alone, and we're talking roughly $500,000. I haven't done the full math on it yet. I'm working with our CFO now to really look at it, but we got about $500,000. We didn't really start writing them until the past year. We were always writing others and stuff like that on the PDP side of it. So still, $500,000. There's going to be people in my organization. A lot of that doesn't go to the agents, right? And we're talking, my agents get paid a lot less on that side of it just because, we do it as a service of value add. However, that $500,000 does pay a lot of other positions that we have in our service areas and marketing and other things, and unfortunately we are going to be able to eat it, but there are going to be some organizations that are going to be letting off a lot of people. Organizations. There's some groups out there that I've talked to that are $5-10 million a year that they're going to be losing. Just imagine what that does to some of those companies. I mean, it's very, very significant. So not only losing PDP commissions for next year, any new business, that's great, and you're not going to get compensated on the PDP side, but the millions of policies that we have all written, out there are not getting paid as well. I mean, and the carrier's losing $4-ish. I think it's a little over $4, per member per month, on that side of it. We're not talking a significant amount of money for them to be doing. So what's ultimately going to happen? I hope no other carriers jump on board with this. Of course, it is what it is for 2025 plan year. Moving forward, I hope no other carriers jump on board with this. I mean, I think it's going to be devastating for WellCare, not only for 2025, but also for many future years for anybody that will go through this. Unless they listen, I think they said, WellCare, if this message makes it to you, I feel like if you retract this now, you can save face. If you don't retract this and you go about this, there are going to be lawsuits. That's going to happen. I'm not saying that we're doing anything with that, so please don't take it that way. But there will be, I would almost guarantee, amongst the big FMOs and the big call centers that are out there, there will be lawsuits. So what comes out of this, I don't know. But at the end of the day, don't do it. Just don't do it. Retract this, go ahead and figure it out on your side. If that means you guys got to take a loss on paying commissions and, get things back, get the star ratings back better, so you guys are getting more compensated by each enrollee. I don't know what that looks like, but at the end of the day, what is going to happen if this goes through, which it looks like it's done at this point, you're going to have 100,000 plus agents that are going to ultimately boycott WellCare, right, and be moving practically their entire book of business. I would assume, again, I'm not saying that we're doing that, but I would assume that a lot of agents and agencies out there will boycott, of course, not write anything, not just PDPs next year, but also MAPDs. And they are going to be flipping their clients off of WellCare over to other carriers. These other carriers were able to figure it out. Yes, Aetna's not paying commissions on new PDPs next year. They've got some stuff that they've got going on over there. They're trying to figure out. They've of course had an amazing 2024. Probably a little too, not a little. They had far more than they expected, and it kind of got them in a predicament, for this year. So makes sense for them, but the good news is they're paying renewals, and we've got a significant book of business with SilverScript and all the other plans and stuff like that we have with them as well, that we've been writing for many, many years on that side of it. So listen, this is my thoughts on it. Of course, just like everybody else, I'm disappointed. I hope it doesn't set a precedent of other carriers in the industry to think that they can do this. We all know, by end of AEP, how bad it really hurts Centene. I'm not telling anybody to boycott them. I know that's what's going to ultimately happen on that side of it. I'm already seeing and hearing a lot of people that are not writing them for the remainder of the year. Of course, on PDPs, it makes no sense because I'm not going to get renewals anyways, but also on the MAPD side of it. WellCare, you are going to start feeling the effects of it immediately, and I hope it changes. I don't know if it will. I hope it does. And I'm hoping that, we all get back on the same page and, we can get past this and work together and to help as many people. Because really, who's losing here more than anything else? Like $4 PMPM again. Agents and agencies will survive. They will figure it out. What's going to change this year and what's going to really hurt more than anything else is going to be the clients, right? I mean, it's the biggest year, in my opinion, since I've been in it, since whenever PDP actually launched back in, I've been in the industry 16 years. It was probably 18 years ago-ish, I think it was. It was like right before I got into the industry is when, all the PDP stuff came out. This is the next biggest thing that's happened, in my opinion, the Inflation Reduction Act. Now, what happens to those 100,000 agents and the millions of policies that are out there? And I'm not 100% sure. I haven't read through everything, but they're essentially doing I think it is an AOR change per se, where they become, direct over to WellCare. That means that we can't help those people, right? We can't advocate for them, right? And that's what we are, right? Yeah, we're agents that make money. We're salespeople. Don't get me wrong, we are, right? But at the end of the day, if you do what's in the best interest of the client 100% of the time, you're going to be very successful in the industry. And that is what I teach all my agents and my team to do, 100% of the time. We can't do that, right? With not being the AORs or having access to the plan information. And I can't say plan information or client information. So listen, make changes. I hope this reaches somebody. I hope that, you guys can share this, out on the social media platforms and stuff like that. I don't agree with that. I don't think anybody does. I don't know one person in the industry that would ever agree to this other than Centene, and why still not making much sense of it unless they're like really just trying to get out of the industry or something, which it's not going to happen, right? It's not going to happen. So a lot of agents that aren't happy today, and I have a good feeling that, it's WellCare as we know it is going to go away on the actual brokerage side of it unless something changes. So Love to hear your comments. If you have any questions for me, let me know. Appreciate you guys.